Hello. I was shuffling the Soul Coaching Oracle cards by Denise Linn to get a general theme for this reading, for this session. And I got 4 cards. The first one is Compassion, number 12. Commitment, number 10. Emerging, number 16. And Beauty, number 6. So what I got was that there's a message here that wants to emerge in regards to self-love, loving ourselves, respecting ourselves. To see our own beauty and worthiness. As within, so without. There's a message here about perceiving yourself and therefore perceiving the world with new eyes. And that's what's happening for you right now. Yesterday, while I was taking a walk, a thought popped into my mind. The thought was, your perception is your vibration. And then when I got home, because I didn't have paper or pen with me, I clarified by writing down, your vibration is your perception. So basically, your perception is a reflection of your vibration. So there's a message here about perspective as well. It is so crucial to how we see the world, and everyone's perspectives are different. And based on our individual perspectives, what we perceive is different. Okay. Now, in regards to this compassion card, the number 12 breaks down to a 3. 3 I associate with expansion, creativity. And when I saw this card, I thought compassionate companionship, seeing the dog here. And their coloring is similar, the dress and the coat of the dog. So that made me think alignment, the sacral chakra, which is associated with creativity, our emotions, desires, sexuality. I want. Those are the key words according to the Psychic Tarot. In regards to commitment, looking at this image of this young woman raising her arms in victory, it made me think of purpose, devotion, being devoted to your purpose, what you're passionate about. Devotion also relates to the loyalty that we associate with dogs. In regards to, I also thought about, it made me think about direction, having passion, and being committed to what speaks to your soul. And when you know this, it gives you direction. Also, it made me think about committing to yourself, not abandoning yourself. And this is what we learn to do on our self-healing journey, right? Our self-love journey. So this mountain here, it made me think of victory, achievement, inner strength. And also, with her arms raised, it made me think, well, you have much to celebrate right now in this moment. And also it made me think of holding yourself in high esteem. And I believe she is standing on top of a mountain. So she's gone through the arduous inner work of achieving self-love, of achieving sovereignty, self-authority. Emerging, number 16. There are blue butterflies here. It made me think of the throat chakra. Transformation. You're definitely transforming and developing your self-love. You're also healing your throat chakra. You're finding your voice. And there's some shadows here in the background, but you see light here, a column of light. So you're emerging from the shadows. You're starting to emerge from the shadows of your life, the sidelines of your life, and owning your main character energy. Again, you're realizing your sovereignty. Beauty. I put the emerging card and beauty together. So that made me think that you're going through a glow up. You're blooming. Look at all the beautiful flowers. You're blooming, you're blossoming into the butterfly. And looking at the beautiful pink flowers here, it made me think of the heart chakra. It made me think of love, self-love. You're learning to love yourself. You're learning to see your own beauty. You're recognizing your own beauty. You're learning to see yourself as the divine knows you, as a beautiful, wondrous creator and creator. You are creating the life of your dreams. This archway here, it reminds me of a portal, but it also looks like a window. It also made me think of a really large mirror. In terms of the window reference, it made me think that you're looking out at the world, using it as a mirror, so to speak. And now you're seeing the world as your reflection. As within, so without. More and more, as you continue healing and loving yourself, you're seeing beauty in the world because you realize that what you perceive is a reflection of your inner world. So your perspective is transforming. It's a huge paradigm shift, isn't it? And changing or transforming the way you think about yourself is so crucial. It's an amazing transformation. It can change worlds, and you are changing your world. You are realizing the life of your dreams now. You have more confidence in yourself, belief in yourself. Look at how beautiful this is, this beautiful, beautiful scenery. You now can imagine a beautiful world for yourself, and it's being realized because you love yourself. you know that you have magic within. Okay. So as I was preparing that, I knocked over from the desk here one of my crystals. This is an amethyst crystal. I knocked it over. I crouched down onto the floor to retrieve it. And lo and behold, when I was on the floor, I noticed a tarot card face down. This is from the Light Seer's Tarot, and the card was Three of Swords. So seeing this card face down on the floor, it made me think of, well, obviously heartbreak. But it being face down, it made me think of rejection. I'm sure you know what that's like. How to feel rejected, to feel abandoned. And those are the feelings the suffering that you've healed from. Look at her, mouth wide open, screaming, expressing her anguish. And that's what you've been doing. Expressing your pain, releasing your pain, and healing. So let's see, I'm going to return it back to the tarot deck, and we'll see if it comes back out, if it wants to come back out. And I'm not taking reversals. I am new to tarot, new to oracle readings. I'm learning. There's always so much for us to learn, right? So much room for growth, because we are full of potential. And you're realizing that. You know that of yourself. And because you know that of yourself, you know that is possible of others. Oh boy. Okay. Whew. How do I want to arrange this? But it's looking very, very promising, and I see how it relates to the opening theme that Spirit wanted to discuss today. The Hermit, number 9, the end of a cycle, the end of a painful cycle. You're in a new timeline, an abundant timeline. You've entered a portal. So you may be emerging from hermit mode, spending a lot of time alone in solitude, healing, contemplating, learning about yourself. Number 13, death and rebirth. You're definitely transforming. Moving away from torturous thoughts, moving towards, with fixed focus, determination. This fellow looks very determined. He's running towards freedom. Healing yourself has liberated you from the prison of your thoughts, from being captive to your thoughts, false beliefs about just what's possible for you in your life. That inner work that you've been doing steadily is reaping rewards, not only within, but without. You will see abundance. Abundance materialized in your reality. It may feel slow. He's walking, he's not riding his horse. He's taking his time. He trusts. He trusts that what he's sown will reap many rewards, internal and external. And horses, I relate to freedom. You're moving towards freedom. As you're healing, you've been balancing. You've been balancing yourself. Maybe, most likely, when we heal, there are a lot of thoughts going on inside us. But as we move through our healing journey, we learn to balance, to get balanced, to balance our chakras. Oh, and looking at the orange colors, the vibrant orange, it reminds me again of the sacral chakra. So you are definitely the creator of your life, and you're realizing this. And maybe you're getting more creative, expressing yourself, using your voice, finding your voice in your unique way. We have the King of Wands, passionate leadership, charismatic leadership, strength. Look at the lion here. Are lions kings of the jungle? Makes me think of sovereignty. Queen of Swords. Yep. You know you're sovereign. And look at that bird. Again, makes me think of freedom, liberation. Trusting that more blessings are coming in. She's sitting here very confidently. So your confidence is growing. Your self-worth is growing and getting stronger. Queen of Swords, she looks very strong. She owns her sovereignty. She knows she's the authority of her own life, of creating her own dreams. And she's got healthy boundaries. Here's the sword here. But she's not wielding it. But she knows how to use it. But she's tempered. level-headed. King of Wands, you're also passionate. You're not only level-headed, you're also passionate. You're a passionate leader of your life. And I noticed that there's a crown balanced on top of the wand that he's holding. He doesn't need to have a physical crown on his head. He knows he's a humble leader of his life. He's humble. He's modest. He doesn't need physical accoutrements to prove his worth, to know that he is the creator of his life, that he is worthy. He's a king, but he's just wearing a t-shirt and jeans. Nothing to prove. He knows himself. And look at here, not bad. 10 of Pentacles, legacy, community, family, togetherness, celebration, happiness, fulfillment. This makes me think of a gigantic pentacle. So there's definitely material rewards awaiting you. You are magnetizing this kind of fulfillment into your life. Because like I said, you know that you are abundant already. And I'm seeing the other pentacles surrounding the children here. This woman is holding a pentacle. When you achieve material abundance, you're going to share it. You're not going to hoard it because you're overflowing. You're no longer in a scarcity mindset. And looking at this dog, again, it makes me think of loyalty. Loyalty, commitment, devotion. You are loyal, committed, devoted to yourself, and you are attracting those energies back to you. I think I'll stop there. Thank you very much.